What happens to the human body after death is a fascinating and complex process. Today, we're going to explore the various stages the body goes through from the moment of death to complete decomposition. But before we begin, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any educational content. Stay until the end, because the last fact will completely change how you think about what happens after death. First, it's important to understand that death isn't the immediate end of our body. Contrary to what many imagine, the body goes through several physiological changes which happen in stages, beginning right after death. We're going to break down these stages, starting with the first one. After clinical death, the first sign is the cessation of vital functions. The heart stops beating, breathing ceases, and the brain stops working. But what happens to the body at this time? The temperature begins to drop, and without oxygen, the body starts to change. However, this isn't biological death yet. The body begins to undergo a series of chemical reactions. Between 1 and 8 hours after death, rigor mortis occurs. This process causes the muscles to contract and the body to become stiff. This happens because without oxygen, the muscle cells begin to accumulate lactic acid, causing stiffness. Rigor mortis usually begins in the small joints like the fingers and spreads to the rest of the body. After rigor mortis, the decomposition process begins. This process is initiated by autolysis, the self-destruction of cells. This happens due to the lack of oxygen and nutrients in the cells, which start to release digestive enzymes, breaking down their own cell walls. This causes swelling and a change in the body's color, with the skin turning green or purple due to the release of gases. The next stage, known as putrefaction, involves the activity of bacteria present in our body, mainly in the gut. These bacteria begin to multiply and release gases like methane, ammonia, and carbon dioxide, causing the body to swell. The skin begins to stretch, and in some cases tissue rupture can occur, releasing a strong, characteristic odor. Over time, decomposition continues, leading to the liquefaction of soft tissues. In a few weeks, the skin disintegrates, and the internal organs begin to decompose due to the action of digestive enzymes and bacteria. As the cells break down and the tissues disintegrate, a viscous bodily fluid begins to form, which can leak from the body's cavities. After months or even years, depending on environmental conditions, the body enters a stage where most of the tissues have been consumed. What remains is the skeleton, which can remain intact for years or even centuries, depending on soil conditions and humidity. The skeleton will also undergo changes over time, with the demineralization of the bones, making them more fragile. The decomposition process is a natural and inevitable part of life. From a biological point of view, it's a cycle of renewal that ensures our components are recycled by nature. Although what happens to our body after death can be fascinating and sometimes disturbing, it reminds us of the incredible complexity of life and the inevitability of death. Death is not the end, but a transition to another stage of the life cycle. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more fascinating content about the human body and other mysteries of life and death. Leave your questions and thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.